Welcome to Startuphakk. Today we're going to talk about why you should learn Angular and why it's the best UI framework to work for building your client-side frameworks to build your front end. So let's dig in and get started today. Welcome to Startuphakk. My name is Spencer Tomlinson. I am the CEO and co-founder of CleanRouter as well as many other products. Here are some lessons that I've learned building a successful business while challenging startup norms. My challenge is to push you to rethink startup success. Welcome to Startuphakk. All right, so let's go ahead and dig in and jump into why you should learn Angular. So we're going to go over what is Angular, talk about the advantages of using Angular, popular websites that are developed using Angular, and then talk about Angular materials and dig into this. So Angular is a JavaScript framework that is used by developers for building desktop and web applications. It's desktop web applications and mobile applications. Development of Angular applications involves uses of Typescript, which is a superset of JavaScript, along with HTML, CSS, and other web frameworks. So the framework is the brainchild of Google engineers Misko, Hevery, and Abrons. Google officials released the first version of AngularJS in 2012 and has been maintaining it ever since. I used it for the first time just shortly after 2012, right when AngularJS had hit a version 1. We then started to port over our application that we were building with to Angular 2, which is when they dropped the JS and just went to Angular. And at that point, Angular 2 was a big revision, but everything since Angular 2 has been very linear upgrades ever since. So AngularJS is a great modern web development framework. It helps you to develop across all web platforms. It's one of the fastest UI platforms you can get, has amazing tooling, and it's absolutely been used all over the world for over 10 years now. So it's a fantastic framework, and I definitely recommend it. So some of the advantages of using Angular is you have Angular supports single page applications. And so this is often referred to as a SPA. So a SPA is a single page application. It can communicate with the backend servers without refreshing the full page for loading data in real time. In Angular version 2 and better, so as I talked about, there was a huge change in Angular 2. So in Angular 2 and larger, there's two-way data binding, and it's implemented using the ng model directive. So the primary benefits of two-way data binding is almost automatic retrievals from and updates to the data store. When the data store updates, the UI also gets updated immediately. There's modularity in Angular. You can think of modularity in Angular as if the code is organized into buckets. These buckets are known as modules in Angular. The application's code is divided into several reusable modules. A module has related components, directive, pipes, and service grouped together. These modules can be combined with one another to create an application. Modules also offer several benefits. One of them is lazy loading, and so that's where one or more application features can be loaded on demand. So if properly used, lazy loading can increase the efficiency of an application a lot. It also can come with reduced coding. Many web developers want to write short but effective code. Angular supports MVC, which is a model view controller architecture, where the developer is has to just split their code into MVC structure and the rest is taken care of by Angular. There's no need to write the MVC pipelines. So it also makes a declarative user interface. It's easy to integrate, and then also is cross-platform. You can develop web applications, native mobile applications, and desktop applications, all using Angular. Now, there's some popular websites, The Guardian, PayPal, Upwork. There's really too many to list. There's some of these, and even scrolls down past where you can see it in this window here. But there's really a lot of different frameworks out there, and Angular is very popular. There's a huge demand for Angular in the market, which has increased job for people who are skilled in Angular. So it's another reason to learn Angular in 2022 is that your ability to get hired grows even more. Now, one of the other reasons that I'll really push on here is Angular Materials is an amazing component framework. So what Angular Materials is Angular Materials is a user interface component library that developers can use in their Angular projects to speed up the development of elegant and consistent user interface. Angular Materials offers you reusable and beautiful UI components like cards, input data tables, date pickers, and much more. So if you'll see here, you can actually, style the page, and you can do these themes that are styled across your whole site, which allows you to change everything in your site. Now, here's a list of all the components that come out of the box with Angular. So there's no, or with Angular materials. So there's no need to code any of these up. And so if you want to, use, a progress spinner, you can see the basic progress spinner here. There's other things you can do with it. Here's the API for it. And then here's examples. So it's really simple to change out the different parts. And then it gives you all of the code samples with it. So you can see exactly how to code it right from the get-go. So very easy. That's all you have to do in order to use the code. And so you can see a lot of different things as you use different card properties. You can look at the code on these. There's very little, and these just come right out of the box. So all these things here on the side, progress bar to radio buttons, everything here in the component library just comes right out of the box. So if you want all the different badges, if you want to use your buttons and have styling and chips, and it's all just comes right out of the box with Angular. So this makes developing your website very simple and also very elegant, where you do very little coding work and get really great advantage right off of those. So Angular materials is definitely another advantage to use Angular. So what are you waiting for? You should definitely start using Angular today. One of the best ways to get started to sign up is to sign up with Startuphakk. We offer an exclusive .NET bootcamp, and so it's a development bootcamp with guaranteed one-on-one instruction. As we've talked about here today, one of the things you'll learn .NET on the back end using all the latest .NET tools, but then on the front end, you'll be using Angular to build all of your Angular 14 and using Git and then using Azure. So you can see all of the best components of the modern components. We will teach you how to be a full stack developer so you can be ready to start into a new job in under 3 months. So we've already launched multiple people through the course and have had great success in landing them. We're 100% success rate in landing those people in jobs. And so these are development jobs, which are highly sought for, large in demand with great salaries. It's one of the best work-life balances that you can have. So definitely make sure that you check out Startuphakk today and get started today. We offer both the ability to start full-time as well as to start part-time. And so whatever works for your schedule, definitely get signed up today and start off today. And we will catch you guys next time.